God damn, welcome back. It's your boy, back at it with Broke Boy Beer Reviews Part 3. Man, again, I want to thank all my friends, bro. I want to thank all my friends and family for supporting me through this, man. I've been really busy. I've been trying to get on top of this, man, but it's been tough. But I really want to thank everyone for supporting me. Again, I'm not going to name any names, but these people who supported me, they know exactly who they are. And they know that I'm very grateful that they're backing me up in this thing that I'm doing, man. I really appreciate all the support a lot. Also, I want to say, quick shout out, alhamdulillah, to my boy Habib Nurmagomedov, securing the number one pound for pound spot in the lightweight division in the UFC. Again, alhamdulillah, shout out to Habib Nurmagomedov and all my Muslim brothers and sisters out there. Support you always and forever. Fuck whatever John Jones is talking about on Twitter. Bro, whatever bullshit he's talking about, he's number one. Nah, fuck you, nigga, bro. It's Habib. He's number one pound for pound. Anyways, today we're gonna be reviewing a Dragon's Milk White. It's a stout. It's brewed by New Holland Brewing Company up in Holland, Michigan. At first I read this. It said Holland. I was like, oh shit, I'm reviewing a fucking Dutch beer. It's the first beer I'm reviewing that's like outside the U.S. But I was like, no, oh shit. I looked it up. I was like, oh goddamn, it's Holland, Michigan. I didn't know it was a fucking city in Michigan or in the U.S. named fucking Holland. It really threw me off. Yeah, but anyways, this beer is like I said, it's actually a white stout, not just regular stout. It's a white stout, so it has like more of like a milky flavor, more creamy flavor than does like a stout would have. It's 6% APV, so it's stronger than your usual beer that's been sitting around around like 4 to like 5.6%. Stouts you have like this malt flavor, and like this coffee aftertaste, tastes like coffee beans, like a coffee or like a dark chocolate. So it's really nice tasting aftertaste, to it. It has like this kind of like, I guess, darker flavor, because stouts are dark beers, so you have like a more bitter taste than you would like your lagers or your pale ales or shit like that. But I've always been a fan of stouts. Guinness is all right. I feel all right about Guinness, but I feel like my stout palate could definitely be improved. So I feel like this beer is gonna improve my stout palate. All right, now aesthetic wise, this beer is keeping it nice and clean, man. You don't really have too adventurous of a palate. They have this nice cream color accented by like this kind of black that kind of fades into like a dark gray. It's nothing too adventurous, but it's nice. It's simple color palette that keeps it. It's refreshing. It's not anything new, not anything that's kind of like out of bounds, not anything you weren't expecting. But it's a crisp, clean color palette, man. And they kind of go for this kind of upscale look. Now this beer, a 6-pack of this beer was about $14 for a 6-pack, which is pretty pricey for a beer. Like here at Broke Boy Beer Reviews, I really try to keep my beer that I review on the cheaper side. But this was a really unique beer. I really wanted to try. I really had to try. So I had to spend extra dough. But they go for this kind of dignified, posh look. Because they're obviously, I don't know about obviously, but they're definitely targeting like your higher scale, upper echelon, if you will, beer drinkers. Now that's just my personal conjecture. But I don't mean to stereotype kind of higher scale beer drinkers that kind of have more money to spend on stuff like this. But that's just how this beer comes off to me. It comes off as a higher grade beer that wants to market itself to, I guess, like I said, the upper echelon beer drinkers. The shaped, now usually when you see a beer, you have kind of like your curved shapes, like your spiral shapes, kind of like you don't really have anything that's quite as uniform as this is. Like I said, it keeps it real simple, keeps it real, I guess, dignified. So you have this uniform kind of look that isn't too adventurous, Because I guess you would think your kind of higher scale beer drinkers don't want their beer to look too, I guess crazy would be a word maybe they might use to describe it, or just like out of bounds. So they keep it nice, clear cut, simple beer. There's nothing that pops out too much to me aesthetically as beer. It's just a very solid design, very solid. And you see the dragon on there. Usually, if you wanted to have your kind of beer pop, especially if it's named the dragon's in the name, you could go for a really adventurous looking dragon. You know, like maybe like a Hydra or like sleeker looking Drake. But no, let's go for a basic looking dragon. You know, it's not like an actual like drawing or thing. It's more so like a silhouette. But it gets its point across very well that this is a high class beer meant for people who have a more refined taste for stuff like this. And now moving on to the most important part of the review, the taste test. Now, honestly, I really don't like to drink straight out of it unless I have a bottle, which I only have the option of getting cans this time. So I had to pour it into my old trusty glass. Now, third episode in, I'm getting better at my pouring. I already see this shit. The first two episodes, I was slacking. I had to get a little bit of off-camera practice one time. You dig? My shit's pouring clean. As you can see, like I said, this is a white stout, so it's not gonna be as dark as your like usual stouts, but it's still a little bit darker than like your lagers and such. It has more of a cloudy look more so than dark. Like it's a little bit darker, but it's more cloudy than like I said, like your lagers and IPAs and stuff like that. Get a good look at it right here, side by side with the can. Now going for the taste right here. Now, the first thing I noticed, because of course this is a stout, so you do have your like your dark chocolate, like kind of coffee aftertaste. First thing I noticed is that the consistency of this beer is it's kind of milky, like to go with the name of the beer. The consistency is somewhat milky, and it also has this very creamy taste, never hits your tongue. And despite it being a beer, like you don't really get that kind of like carbonated like sizzle right as it hits your tongue. It feels smooth, kind of like milk. So when it first hits your tongue, you have like this consistency and kind of like creaminess of milk, and then you get the stout taste, and then you get the coffee dark chocolate aftertaste. So it definitely is a great experience all the way through. There was not a single second of drinking this beer, of taking a sip, where I felt like it was like the taste was unpleasant or it was too little or too much. It definitely was a great beer to drink. Like this is definitely a beer you need to try. And now we arrive at our new and final judgment of the beers I'm going to take place. I have drinking setting replacing what was previously Clutch Factor. I didn't really like Clutch Factor because it didn't add as much to the review as I was looking at. Drinking setting it's less of a quantifiable grade and more so of like a personal judgment of like what kind of beer this is, like where you would most likely enjoy drinking this beer the most. Like, i.e., is this a party beer? Is this a beer you bring to like a party or a family gathering? Is this a beer you drink just like hanging out at your homie's house with a couple of your best friends? Is this a beer you drink, I don't know, sitting at home, reading a book or watching your favorite show, you know, things of that nature. Now, this beer, I would say, because you won't find this beer on tap, at least definitely not anywhere in Texas, because like I said, this is a beer that's brewed up in Michigan. So you won't find it on tap here in Texas. Also has a really kind of smooth taste that you want to sit back and enjoy. This isn't a party beer. This isn't a beer you really want to like share too much per se. I really do think this is a beer you ought to enjoy by yourself, you know. You just got off work, you want to go home, read a book, you want to watch a TV show, maybe like you want to draw or something like that. This is a beer you enjoy then. You know, you take your time enjoying this beer. It's not something you want to rush, not something you want to, I don't know, kind of water down the experience with other people if that's your thing. Like me, I like to enjoy my stuff by myself sometimes. So this definitely is a beer I would say is most likely better enjoyed by yourself or with like a smaller group of people. And now we're on to the final grade of what I think about Dragon's Milk White Stout. I truly believe that Dragon's Milk White is not, it's not bad aesthetically, but it's also not doing anything that warrants great praise. I really feel that it is I'm justified in giving this beer a 6 out of 10 aesthetically. stout palate is not very diverse. I was really hoping to diversify my stout palate with this beer, which I really do believe I have. And while I'm not big on stouts, I really do think this beer is very solid taste wise. I give it a 7.5 out of 10 because it's very solid, but it doesn't fit my personal taste. If you're a stout guy, I truly believe that you will enjoy this beer, and it's definitely one you have to give a shot for sure. And finally, we have drink setting. The ideal setting, I believe, to drink this beer is by yourself or with like a close group of friends. I really do believe that this beer is a unique taste that you really should sit back and enjoy. You know, not really have too many distractions while you're kind of having to taste this beer. So I don't believe you should have too many distractions. That's just me though. Feel free to drink this beer as you please, but I believe you'll enjoy it the most kind of by yourself or with like a kind of calm, quiet setting. And those are my final opinions on Dragon's Milk White Stout. If you like this video, please do consider liking and subscribing. Let's you know if you guys are liking what I'm doing or appreciating what I'm doing. Please do consider leaving a comment if you want to see me make a certain type of video, want to see me review a certain type of beer. Let us know what you guys are thinking, what you guys are into. Thanks a lot for watching again. I'll see you guys later.